Hey, what's up? I'm Dominique, and I have a confession to make. I have been completely obsessed with SHEGLAM makeup lately. You know, over the years, I've tried out a ton of new SHEGLAM makeup, and today I'm here to let you know which products are actually worth the splurge. So we're going to be creating a makeup look using the most iconic SHEGLAM products in my collection. And the best part is that all these products in this video are $10 and under. These are my all-time SHEGLAM faves, and I know you're gonna love them as much as I do. So I've gathered everything together, and without any further ado, let's jump right in and let's get started. Here's some Dr. Pepper ASMR for you. So to start off my makeup routine, I always start with a primer first. And to be completely honest, the best primer that I found at SHEGLAM is the Good Grip Hydrating Primer. And this retails for $10. So I use this by just pumping 1 to 2 pumps out onto my fingertips, and it's a really sticky gel. I just mix it together and then I apply it directly onto my cheeks. With this primer, you do want to work fast because it will start to dry down. I mainly concentrate this on my cheeks, and then whatever I have left over on my fingertips, I just bring it up to my forehead and also on my nose. The smell of this primer is so good. It's very refreshing. It kind of reminds me of aloe. And plus, this primer right here is completely oil and silicone free, so it's perfect for any single skin type. It feels very hydrating on the skin, which is amazing for any skin type, but the good thing about this is that it won't make your skin oily throughout the day at all. You can see that it kind of gives my skin a really nice subtle glow, which hello, I'm so here for that, especially as a dry skin queen. As soon as I put the foundation on my skin, it's gonna grip to the primer and it's not gonna budge throughout the day. So basically, if you want bulletproof foundation, use this primer. And to me, that is such a slay. So yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 product right here for sure. Now in my opinion, SHEGLAM's best foundation is the SKINFINITE Hydrating Foundation. This retails for $11 and I wear the shade Nude. Now, like I said, I am a dry skin queen, so I like all my foundations to be super hydrating, and this one is definitely it. I always apply my foundation by starting off with 1 pump on the back of my hand, and then I just pick it up with the brush, and I start applying it directly to my skin. I will say that it is very challenging to find your shade on the SHEGLAM website, but for reference, this is the shade Nude, and typically I wear shades that are more on the light medium side of things. Now, this foundation definitely does not give an insane amount of glow. It simply is just more on the hydrating side of things. It definitely has more of a natural finish, so honestly, I think a lot of different skin types are going to love this foundation. It has more of a medium coverage, so it would be perfect for an everyday foundation. Now, the key to getting your foundation to look as natural as possible is to only use the smallest amount of foundation necessary to cover your entire face. And then I take my beauty sponge and I help to press the foundation into my skin. This is a little foundation secret right here that helps my makeup look flawless every single time, especially in person. And if you have never done this before, try it out, and I know you're gonna be shocked at how much better your foundation looks, especially in person. Now take a look at this foundation up close, and are you kidding me? Do you see how good this looks? I mean, it looks like my skin, but even better than my skin. It's looking very fresh, very lightweight, and so not cakey. Now I seriously will not shut up about the SHEGLAM concealer. This is the perfect skin high coverage concealer. This retails for $7 and I wear the shade Chantilly. This little angel right here is probably one of my favorite products in this whole video. I cannot tell you enough how much I love this one, okay? I love this. Now the really interesting thing about this concealer is that it does have a little brush tip applicator, but with this you just take off the cap, twist a little product up, and you're ready to apply it to your skin right here. Now, like the name suggests, this is such a full coverage concealer, okay? So you only need a little bit of this. Honestly, I think that's all I need. And for me, the Chantilly shade is so beautiful. And since it has more of a full coverage formula, it covers everything up that I need it to. All my dark circles, if I have a pimple, it's gonna cover it up. And I also use it to prime my eyelids for eyeshadow as well. You know, since it's just so full coverage, it creates a perfect base for my eyeshadow to sit on top of. And then, like always, I just blend out my concealer with my brush, and I start at the bottom of my concealer and I work my way up towards my lower lash line because I want the least amount of product to sit underneath my lower lash line. Now, do you see how this concealer just blends out like magic? It blends out instantly, but yet it still has so much coverage. It does kind of have more of a natural matte finish to it, and the formula of this is definitely a little bit more on the thicker side of things. And when I say a concealer is thick, it does not mean cakey, and it does not mean drying, and it doesn't mean crusty at all. It just means that it has a little bit more coverage to it, because you can get a really thin concealer, but but when you blend it out, you're gonna see your dark circles peeking through right away. And for me, I don't like that look. I don't know about you, but I want my under eyes to look like I got 8 hours of sleep every single day for the past 5 years. And this concealer right here is gonna do just that. I mean, do you see this brightness right here? It is so gorgeous. But of course, you know me, I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm just gonna tap the concealer into my skin. We just gotta get the concealer to that skin-like finish. Love, love, love everything about this one right here. The next step that I always do in my makeup routine is add some color to my face, because as you can see right now, I'm looking a little flat and that is not cute in my opinion. So of course, we gotta add some bronzer and blush. So when I start to add some color to my cheeks, I always start off with bronzer first. So one of my favorite liquid bronzers of all time actually comes from SHEGLAM. This is a SCULPT Liquid Contour. You can pick this up for $6 and I wear the shade Warm Honey. Now I see on the SHEGLAM website they actually added so many new shades of this product right here, so that is really nice to see. Now it comes in 14 different shades, where before it only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where before it only had 7 shades to choose from. Now the really cool part about this bronzer right here is that it actually has a little sponge tip applicator. It's like if the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand and the Say Liquid Dew bronzer had a baby, it would be this right here. I'm not even kidding when I tell you the sponge tip makes applying this to your skin so much fun. So what I do is I just apply a few little dots right in the hollows of my cheekbones. Oh my god, wasn't that just so fun to apply to my cheeks? It really was, okay? I also apply a few dots to my forehead and then I connect it down to the hollows of my cheeks as well. And I also do a few dots on my jawline because, you know, we gotta chisel that jaw right there. And you cannot forget the sides of the nose either. Now when I apply this to my cheeks, it feels super cooling, which is honestly kind of unique. This little sponge holds so much product, you can do your whole face with one little dip. And that's exactly what I did right here. Looks like I forgot the other side of my nose. Oh, and also, can we talk about the best part about this product? Do you see this packaging? It looks so gorgeous. The little twisty design to this little frosted glass right here where you can actually see the shade. It's so, so beautiful. I mean, imagine this sitting on your little makeup desk. SHEGLAM, how did you make this packaging so beautiful? And for $6 too? I don't know how they did it, but they did. Now I'm just gonna blend out the liquid bronzer with a brush, and look at how easily this blends out onto my cheeks. It is a true liquid, so it blends out in 5 seconds. I'm not even kidding. It's super lightweight and very easy to use. I genuinely do not have to try very hard to get this to blend out. I'm just doing a little bit of stamping motions. And the really cool thing about this is that it does give your skin a really nice hydrating look. If you're wanting a cream or liquid bronzer from SHEGLAM, I highly recommend this one. And yes, that is over the SHEGLAM bronzing stick. I think the liquid bronzer is so much better than the stick. And just like with every cream product that we've put on my face so far, I'm gonna tap the bronzer into my skin with my beauty sponge. And watch the magic happen right before your eyes with this sponge. I'm gonna do one side of my face so you can really see what this does. Now here's one side of my cheeks tapped in with the sponge, and then here's the other side with just using a brush. You can see that there's a lot more harsh edges over this side, and this side just looks so much more natural. Real quick, before we apply the liquid blush, I have to show you how well this concealer is holding up. I'm not even kidding. I haven't tapped in my eyelids once with my beauty sponge, and you can see how the concealer has barely creased. Same with underneath my eyes. It looks so good, and that really is the magic of this concealer. No powder for about 30 minutes and no creasing. I mean, honestly, 10 out of 10, like I said. Now I do need to add some blush to my cheeks, and I have 2 different liquid blushes that I absolutely love from SHEGLAM. And honestly, I couldn't pick which one I liked better, so I needed to include them both in this video. The first liquid blush that I'm going to be using is actually a cheek and lip stain. This is called For the Flush Lip and Cheek Tint. This retails for $5 and I have the shade Cherry Picked. Now I'm going to start off with the cheek tint first. Now the really cool thing about this is that because it is a stain, it's going to last you all day long. It's not going to actually permanently stain your lips or cheeks or anything like that, but it will come off with some makeup remover at the end of the day. So I'm just going to start with one side of my face first. I'm going to work quickly with this because once it dries down, it is not budging. And then with my little SHEGLAM cheek brush, I'm just going to blend it all out. Now the real reason why I love this so much is because it literally blends out instantly. It gives your cheek a very nice and hydrated look, and honestly it feels like my cheek is wearing no product at all. And did you see how easily it was to blend out this product? It's actually insane. I seriously honestly can't recommend this product more. I'm actually going to go in with another layer because I am a little extra and I like my cheeks to be super pigmented. And of course, just like anything else, I'm going to take my beauty sponge and I'm going to tap it into my skin. This cheek stain is seriously a 10 out of 10. I mean, maybe it's even a 20 out of 10. Now, because I am a little extra and I love a good blush moment, I have to share with you my second favorite liquid blush from SHEGLAM. This is the Color Bloom Liquid Blush, which retails for $7 and I have the shade Love Cake. Now, if you thought this liquid bronzer was good, meet its little twin sister in the exact same packaging. I mean, it even has a sponge tip applicator and everything. So you know this liquid blush is going to be just as good as the liquid bronzer. I'm just going to tap a little bit of this onto my cheeks and you can see this is a very bright pink blush. This formula, whether it's a liquid blush or the liquid bronzer, it blends out in seriously 5 seconds. I really can't tell you enough how easy this product is to use. I mean, you have beautiful blushy cheeks in literally 10 seconds. And we all know that blushy cheeks is all the hype right now, and I really am here for that, okay? And can you see how cute these products are together? I mean, imagine these two sitting on your little makeup desk. They seriously look so freaking cute. And duh, I'm gonna tap the liquid blush into my skin every single time. You know I'm gonna do that. Now I need to set my face with some powder to make sure that it lasts all day long. And my favorite one from SHEGLAM is a Baked Glow Setting Powder. This retails for $6 and I have the shade Cappuccino. The coolest thing about this product is that it actually comes with a little powder puff. Like, how cute is this little puff? There's a little ribbon right here that says SHEGLAM, which is awesome because then you can hold the puff like that and then you can use it to actually tap the powder onto your skin. I'm actually not going to use this powder puff today. I'm going to use this little Triangle Insta Ready powder puff. This powder puff also has a little ribbon on it so you can put your fingers right there to hold it. And I like the triangle shape of the powder puff better so I can get it into my eyes. So I'm just going to dip this little puff directly into the powder and then I'm going to start tapping this powder underneath my eyes. And the key here is to just keep tapping the powder into your skin until you cannot see it any longer. When you tap the powder into your skin, you get a more flawless airbrush look, where if you leave a ton of powder sitting on top of your skin, you're gonna look cakey and dry. The reason why I like this powder best is because it is super lightweight. And because I do have dry skin, I like something a little bit more lightweight, something that doesn't cling to my dry spots. And that's exactly what this is. I also prefer loose powders over pressed powders because I just feel like the loose ones are so much easier to use. If you're super oily, you might not like this, but if you have normal dry skin combo, you're gonna love this baby right here. After I powder my face, I like to go back in with some powder products to reinforce the bronzer and the blush that I just applied. So just like with the liquid products, I like to go with powder bronzer first. My favorite powder bronzer from SHEGLAM is definitely the Sunside powder bronzer. This retails for $6 and I have the shade Day Gleam. Starting with the packaging, I mean, it is so cute. I love this little see-through bubble that you can actually see the product inside of the packaging. It really helps to know what you're looking at, especially when all of your makeup is laid out on your desk. You know that this is the bronzer instantly. So just like any typical powder bronzer, I'm just going to use a brush to apply it to my cheeks. I'm going to apply it directly on top of the liquid bronzer and I'm going to blend it out with some swirling motions, starting at the hollows of my cheeks and then working my way up to my temple. And I know you can see how pigmented this bronzer is right here, which is why I love it. It's just instantly pigmented, one swipe. It looks so good. And when I'm picking what makeup products I like the best, I'm gonna pick ones that are super easy to use and ones that consistently never fail me. And this powder bronzer definitely falls in all of those categories. It's super pigmented, super easy to use. It blends out like butter onto the skin. Even though it's a powder, it's very creamy and it blends out just like a dream. And now I'm just gonna take my In Case of Emergency brush, and if you don't know what an In Case of Emergency brush is, all it is a clean, fluffy blending brush with absolutely nothing on it. And I use it to just blend out the powder products onto my cheek. It just helps give a very much more diffused look. It's very similar to what my beauty sponge does to cream products once I tap it into my skin, but this is just a version for powder products. And I found the more extra you are when it comes to your makeup routine, the better your makeup looks. And I mean, the In Case of Emergency brush really just did its thing. My bronzer is looking so good, so blended, and I look like I was at the beach all day long and I got a little tan, so we love that. You want to know what other SHEGLAM product I seriously cannot shut up about? This is called the Lightweight Matte Blush. This retails for $7 and I have the shade Insta Flame. Now the reason why I am so obsessed with this is because it is such a good powder blush. Truly, you can build it up, it blends really easily, but I mean, when you look at this shade, how can you not be obsessed with this? This is a pink ombre blush. And I have never seen anything like this. From the second I saw this online to the second that I got it in my hands and saw it in person, I was instantly obsessed. I just swirl my brush around so I can get a little mix of both of these shades, and then I simply stamp it onto my cheek. This is such a beautiful everyday blush shade. It is more of a mid-tone blush for sure, so it's not too light and it's not too dark, and it is super lightweight, so you can build it up to be as pigmented as you'd like. You can definitely work with it to get it exactly how you like. And you know me, I always go crazy with my blush because I love a good blush moment, which is why I have 3 different blushes on today. But hey, if my blush looks good, I feel even better. I know I've talked about this blush way too many times, okay? Honestly, I have. But I will keep talking about it until everyone knows how much I love this blush. I mean, have you ever seen an ombre blush be this beautiful before? And if you want the tea on the best products at SHEGLAM, I'm here giving it to you all for free. For the eyeshadow department, there's one product that I am seriously obsessed with, not just regularly obsessed, completely and utterly obsessed with. This is the Jelly Wow Eyeshadow Pop. This retails for $4 and I have the shade Delirious. This is a gorgeous liquid eyeshadow that is super shimmery and it has an iridescent reflect to it. So on the eyelids, it will look shimmery but also blue when you move your head. The formula is very unique because it is more like a jelly consistency, and in the packaging, it looks like it's going to be completely white on the eyelid, but when you actually apply it, you can see that it does show up a little bit more blue. It has an iridescent reflect to it, and honestly, you can apply this to your lid with a brush or with your finger. It really doesn't matter because it is so easy to use. I mean, do you see this right now? Do you see how bright and beautiful it is? It's actually shocking. I mean, what? How is it so bright and beautiful? Every time I travel, I bring this product with me because just in case I want to do a little something extra with my eyeshadow look, this is the perfect way to do that. I mean, this can really take your makeup to the next level. And the coolest part about this is that once it dries down, it does not crease and it does not budge. It lasts all day long. There's more shades of this product too. So if you like the idea of this product, but you don't like this blue color, there's more neutrals on the website too. But of course, as always, just in case you're curious about any of the products that I mentioned in this video, I'll link them all down in the description box for you just in case you want to go ahead and check any of them out. Now that the eyeshadow look is all complete, doesn't it look so freaking cute? I'm obsessed. For my eyebrows, I have been loving this Set Me Up eyebrow gel. It honestly reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. That is how good this is. The bristles on this is double-sided too, so that's really nice. One side has long bristles and then the other side has tiny baby short bristles. I use this to set my eyebrows into place all the time, and it honestly lasts all day long and it stays in place. It dries down fairly quick too, and it really doesn't disturb the product underneath. I use the long bristles to place the hairs where I want them to go, and then I leave them. I forget about it, it dries down, and they stay in place all day. I like this because it doesn't have that strong of a hold. It's like a medium hold. Your brows aren't gonna stand up like you just got electrocuted, you know? It's a very soft, good thing for every single day. And plus, it retails for $4.50. So for a really nice brow gel, that is a deal. To finish up this look, I definitely need some highlighter on my cheeks. And one of my favorite highlighters that SHEGLAM has ever created is the Lunar Glow highlighter. This retails for $8 and I have the shade Neutron Star. This is another super campy product from SHEGLAM and I'm obsessed with it, honestly. Give me anything campy and I'll be in love. It has a really nice clear base to it, and when you apply it to the skin, it looks so blinding. But the best part is that in person, you can see that it has more of an iridescent blue reflect to it. So it's gonna match this eyeshadow look so perfectly. It really doesn't look chunky or glittery on the cheeks either. It's very soft and very smooth on the skin while giving my cheeks the most beautiful intense glow. I mean, do you see this right here? It is giving gorgeous. It is giving everything. And plus, it looks like a little moon and a little spaceship. I mean, hello, it is so cute. I'm also gonna use it to highlight the inner corners of my eyes because why the heck not? I love to glow and I love when my highlighter can be seen from 50 feet away. Now, if you like how this highlighter looks but you don't like the blue iridescent reflect to it, they have other neutral shades as well. And all of the shades, no matter if it's neutral or if it's this fun iridescent blue shade, they all come in this cute little moon spaceship packaging. So for that, we love this little highlighter, okay? Now, if we're talking about my favorite lipstick from SHEGLAM, it definitely has to be this Dynamite Boom Long Lasting Matte Lipstick. This retails for $7 and I have the shade Rule Breaker. The really cool part about this lipstick and why I love it so much is that once it dries down, it does not budge and it does not go anywhere. It becomes completely transfer proof. So you could drink out of a cup, you could drink out of a straw, and and none of it is gonna transfer to that cup or straw. And even though it dries down completely matte, it really does not feel like that dry, crusty liquid lipstick that we're all used to. It goes on so insanely creamy, and you have time to work with it to get it to blend out, but once it dries down, like I said, it is not going anywhere. And plus, these lipsticks are insanely pigmented. I mean, hello, do you see how pretty this is? I mean, how are you telling me a cream lipstick dries down and is transfer proof? That's truly insane to me. But it is completely transfer proof once it dries down, and it feels so good on the lips too. Now that it's dried down, let's do a little kiss test, and let's see if anything transfers to the back of my hand. And would you look at that, it's just the lip liner. That is so funny how it's just a lip liner. I love that. So hey, if you want your lipstick to last all day long, this is the one to try out. One of my favorite things to top off my lip combos with is this Mirror Kiss High Shine lipstick. And this is in the shade Own Your Shine. This is such a shimmery high shine lipstick. I'm obsessed with this, honestly. Okay, but seriously, do you see how shiny this makes my lips look? It's so gorgeous, oh my god. It feels like I'm taking a melted stick of butter and just wiping it all over my lips. I know that sounds really gross, but it is so shiny and so slippery, super lightweight and not sticky at all, and it gives my lips a very beautiful, gorgeous, shimmery shine. This retails for $7, and honestly, I'm gonna apply a little bit more because that's how much I love this. But now that I applied this high shine lipstick, my lip combo is no longer transfer proof. But that's okay. Some days I want transfer proof, and some days I want a shiny, glossy lip. And can we talk about how both of these lip products come in literally the exact same packaging? Except for the matte lipstick actually has a matte touch to it, where the high shine lipstick actually has a glossy finish to it, so you know exactly which is which when you're looking at them, which is super helpful, especially if they're going to be in the same packaging. And here it is, the finished look using the most iconic SHEGLAM makeup in my collection. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love how this look turned out today. I mean, the fact alone that everything on my face is under $10 is actually insane. In this economy, I mean, come on, that's unheard of. We love affordable makeup that looks good on the skin and doesn't break the bank. I mean, you could use these products every single day to create your daily makeup look, and your makeup is gonna slay every single time. So if you wanna know what products are actually good at SHEGLAM, these ones are it. So if you ever get to try out any of these products, I know you're gonna love them so much. Let me know down in the comments what's your favorite SHEGLAM makeup product. And if I haven't tried it out yet, I'm definitely going to be adding it to my list of products to try out. Of course, as always, I'll link all the products I mentioned in today's video down in the description box just in case you wanna go ahead and check any of them out. And I'll be back next week with a brand new video, so make sure to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss when I upload my next video. And then that way we can truly become besties. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me today. I had so much fun showing you my favorite SHEGLAM makeup of all time. There's nothing better than sharing my love for makeup with you. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, and PS, don't forget to subscribe so that we can truly become besties. I love that for us.